guys, it's Sarah or CuteBerryCharms. Today I'm just going to be doing my very first speed paint drawing. I guess it's not really a speed paint drawing thingy because I'm using Promarkers, I'm not painting it, so I guess it's just like a speed colouring thing. But you know what I mean. So yeah, this is the first time I'm trying to record like the narration on my laptop microphone, so I don't know how that's going to go, and I'm really sorry if it sounds funny, but this is the only way that I can actually figure out how to put music on and narrate it at the same time. If you guys would prefer to just have me talking without the music, then let me know that. If you'd rather just have the music and tell me to shut up, then that's also absolutely fine, because I hate hearing myself anyway, so again, just let me know what you'd rather have me do, really, so that I know for future videos. And also, if you enjoy this video, let me know so that I know to do more speed paint drawing video thingies. I do have quite a few ideas for them, so yeah, I hope that you enjoy it, because then I can make a load more. So if you haven't gathered already, I am colouring in Ariel. I drew this picture the other day and inked it all and everything, and really liked how it came out. And I've actually drawn almost all of the Disney princesses now. I've done all of the main princesses, and I'm going to do Anna and Elsa really soon too. And I'm also going to do Alice and Tinkerbell, even though they're strictly speaking not Disney princesses. But so I'll probably do quite a lot of those as speed paint videos if you guys are interested in seeing that, but I kind of can't wait to colour them in, so that might not happen because I might just colour them in randomly at some point. But yeah, so like I've said about 10 times already, if you want to see more of those, then just let me know, because I don't know what you guys like seeing me do best at the moment, so yeah, I need your feedback on that. So in case you haven't used Promarkers before, or seen me use Promarkers before, firstly, I absolutely love them. They're my favourite pens to use, and basically they're really good for shading and building up colour and stuff. And although I don't really do anything that's realistic, because I just seem to be incapable of drawing realistic things, which is why I do the kind of style that I do, because it's actually the only thing that I can draw, so yeah. But yeah, they are really good for building up colour, so you basically just have to start with the lightest colour and build it up slowly. But you do have to wait, unless you want them to blend into each other, you have to wait until your base colour has dried and then put your darker colour over the top, because if you just put the darker colour on top of the base colour while it's wet still, it will just kind of, I want to say bleed, but kind of blend in, if that makes sense, because they are meant for being able to blend, but again, they won't blend if you leave it, so it just basically depends what effect you're getting. But here, for example, I didn't want them to blend in, I want them to be separate colours. I want it to look like the strands of hair, so I waited for the red colour to dry before I put the darker red on top of it. Then here I am just starting work on my background. Usually I edit these in digitally once I've finished the drawing and I've scanned it in, and I just do that all out on the computer, because I don't like wasting my pens for backgrounds, because I feel like it takes up too much ink and Promarkers are really expensive. But I have got some inspiration from various other artists recently, and I've started doing some other styles of backgrounds. So here I'm just using Watercolor Pencils. They're nothing special as such, they're not like super expensive ones or anything, you know, they aren't the cheapest ones, but yeah, they're nothing super duper special. Please excuse me if this isn't the best watercolouring you've ever seen, because I haven't done watercolours in a really long time, pencils or the actual paints. But yeah, I thought it would look nice, seeing as it's kind of like the mermaid theme. I wanted it to look like a watery background, so I tried to make it sort of swirly and surreal. I didn't want it to be, you know, perfectly smooth or whatever. So I'm kind of happy with how the background came out. I've actually also just bought myself some actual watercolor paints, because when I was at school and I was doing my art GCSE, I liked watercolors the best. I used them for as many things as I could. And just recently I fancied doing some watercolors again and realised I actually don't have any of my own, so I've just bought some. Again, they're not like anything special, they're just some really standard, fairly cheap watercolors, but they will do the trick for what I'm wanting to do at the moment. They are basically just for background, so they don't really need to be anything special just for that. But yeah, so I'm finished with the background there, and I had to wait for it to dry. And then I'm moving on to doing the white details with my souffle pen, which, as far as I know, is quite similar to jelly roll pens. But you really have to allow it to flow, allow the ink to flow out of it before you can use it. And also, it doesn't show up instantly, you have to wait until it's dried to be able to see it. So once I've finished outlining it, I will cut to the part of the video where it has dried, like that, and then I'm just going over the lines again to neaten them up basically, and then I'm pretty much done. At the end I just added some extra stars and stuff in the background, but other than that, yeah, I am done. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!